Shockwaves felt across this country tonight. Americans on both sides of a deeply personal issue, abortion rights. After that unprecedented leak of the Supreme Court draft opinion showing 5 conservative justices ready to overturn Roe versus Wade. And while the court says it is not the final opinion, across this country, the reaction now to the idea that after 50 years, Roe versus Wade could be overturned in a matter of weeks. The protests and demonstrations, crowds gathering at the Supreme Court again today. The leak only heightening concerns that the highest court in the land has become even more politicized. Chief Justice John Roberts, who called the leak an egregious breach, has now tapped the court's marshal, Colonel Gail Curley, to lead the investigation into the leak. And President Biden warning again today the landmark decision is about more than abortion, saying of former President Trump's movement, quote, MAGA is the most extreme political organization that's existed in recent American history. If the final ruling does overturn Roe, 26 states are ready to ban abortion, likely very quickly, including 13 states that have so-called trigger laws that ban it immediately. Tonight, we take you to those states ahead of any decision that could be coming from the court, imposing new restrictions already. The women who have made very difficult decisions because of that, and the women who are cheering on those states. ABC's Rachel Scott leading us off tonight.
Across America, from San Francisco to Michigan, to Texas, to the steps of the Supreme Court, women on both sides of the abortion debate taking to the streets after the draft of a coming Supreme Court decision revealed Roe versus Wade is likely to be overturned. This after Republican legislators in a growing number of states already passed strict new laws, making it extremely difficult to get the procedure. In Oklahoma, the governor just signed a law banning abortion at 6 weeks, before many women even know they are pregnant. Before it went into effect, women were traveling to Oklahoma from other states with similar bans already in place. We met up with one of them.
I never thought that I would be one of the people desperate, driving across state lines for help in this situation.
Marie, who did not want us to show her face, came here after she was unable to get an abortion back home in Texas.
You're here today because you no longer want to continue with your pregnancy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Marie had to wait weeks for an appointment to open up.
I think it was like 37 days. So, having to mentally fight that every day was really rough too.
Before its own strict law went into effect, Oklahoma's Planned Parenthood says they saw a nearly 2,500% increase in the number of women traveling here from Texas to end their pregnancies. Nicole, who lives here, could not find an available appointment and had to look elsewhere.
When did you first learn that you were pregnant? What was your reaction?
Very upset. Very upset. Very life-changing, very upset. I can barely make ends meet at the moment with my other 2 boys.
We were there once she crossed into Kansas.
I'm willing to do whatever's necessary because there's no way I can afford another baby. I can't.
Did you ever think that would be the length that you would have to go through?
No, I never did. I had to take a vacation day. I had to make sure both my kids were taken care of. It was really hard.
But on the other side of this issue are women like Wendy Stearman, herself a mother of 6.
I very much agree with the founding principles of our country, which are to defend life and liberty, and life is the first one.
She runs a homeschool cooperative for more than 400 kids, and she's a new member of the Oklahoma State Legislature.
The purpose in my position as a legislator, my goal is to make sure that the state of Oklahoma outlaws abortion. As an individual citizen, my hope is that this will save the lives of babies.
Do you feel like the public support is behind you?
In the state of Oklahoma, absolutely.
And the states, she tells me, are the places where decisions should be made. She is eagerly awaiting a day when the Supreme Court overturns Roe versus Wade, and individual states, once again, have that power.
And Rachel Scott with us here in New York tonight. Always great to have you in person. And as we await this final Supreme Court ruling on Roe versus Wade in Washington, I know Democrats say they want to make a federal law to protect Roe v. Wade. They likely don't have the votes, which you reported last night here. But there is news late today from a Republican senator who said she would look at anything that's proposed.
Yes, David, and this would be a shift for Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski, because when this legislation came to the floor in the Senate earlier this year, she did not support it. She said that it was too broad. Now she does seem interested interested in trying to find a pathway forward to codify Roe versus Wade. She is one of 2 Republican senators that does support abortion rights. The other is Senator Susan Collins. And she says that she felt misled by Justices Kavanaugh and Gorsuch, that it would be completely inconsistent with what they said to her face. She said in 2018 that she was convinced that neither one of them would overturn Roe versus Wade. But even with the support of those 2 Republicans, Democrats still don't have the votes they need, David.
Right, Rachel Scott with us here tonight. Thank you, Rachel.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.